Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Well, howdy, friend. Welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast and your Texas history roundup for, my God, it's already August 1st. In 1881, William Outlaw Bill Moore, suspected of rustling LX cattle from to stock his Cold Springs Ranch in Oklahoma, resigned as the manager of the LX Ranch in the Panhandle. Unbeknownst to the LX owners, Moore had previously killed 2 men. Moore bought a ranch in New Mexico, but was soon on the run after killing 2 more men. He disappeared, but years later, Charles Siringo, who had known him at the LX Ranch, met a trapper in Alaska that said he was Moore. But the fellow denied having ever been in Texas. The trapper, who had been occasionally seen in Juneau, was never heard from again. In 1966, Charles J. Whitman, the Texas Tower sniper, was shot and killed on the observation deck of the administration building at UT Austin. He had been a Marine for several years, and after being discharged, enrolled at UT Austin in 1965. On March 29th, he sought medical and psychological help at the University Health Center, and presumably visited the tower on July 22nd. On the morning of the shooting, he killed his mother and wife, and at about 11:30 a.m., entered the tower, where he killed 2 people on the way to the observation deck. From there, he fired at anyone in range. Finally, at 1:24 p.m., Austin police officers Ramiro Ray Martinez and Houston McCoy got onto the observation deck and shot and killed Whitman. 17 people died, including Whitman, and 31 others were wounded in one of the worst mass murders in U.S. history. An autopsy revealed that Whitman had a brain tumor. In 1968, the Houston Oilers played their first game in the Astrodome, an exhibition game against the Washington Redskins, which the Oilers won 9-3. Prior to the Astrodome becoming the Oilers' home field, they played at Jepson Field in Houston, beginning in 1960. And I wish the Oilers were back in Houston. I don't know about this Titan stuff. But then again, I grew up in Dallas, so what do I know? In 1971, Baylor Dental College became Baylor College of Dentistry and severed its ties with Baylor University, making it a private, non-sectarian institution. In 1973, the Chicken Ranch in LaGrange closed after operating for 68 years. The business was started in 1905 in a small house in town by Jesse Williams, who came from Waco. Shortly thereafter, hearing about a possible raid, she bought 2 houses on 11 acres outside of town, and the property became known as the Chicken Ranch. She maintained good relations with the law, and her clients included politicians and lawmen. Jesse died in 1961 and was succeeded by Edna Milton, who had arrived in 1952. The end came after an expose by Marvin H. Zindler appeared on the KTRK TV in Houston. Public pressure led Governor Dolph Briscoe to order Sheriff T.J. Jim Flournoy to close the house. The story was the basis for the musical play and a movie, both titled The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. In 1996, soccer phenomenon Mariel M. Mia Hamm led the U.S. women to a 2-1 win over China to take the Olympic gold medal in soccer. Hamm played youth soccer in Wichita Falls and at the age of 15 became the youngest player on the U.S. national team. At the University of North Carolina, she led her team to 4 consecutive NCAA Division I championships. A forward and midfielder, Hamm also led the U.S. national team to World Cup titles in 1991 and 1999, and Olympic gold medals in 2004 as well as 1996. Her many other honors include the FIFA World Player of the Year twice, the 1995 World Cup MVP, and Soccer USA's Female Athlete of the Year from 1994 to 1998. All right, that is your Texas History Roundup for August 1st. I hope you enjoyed that. See you tomorrow on the next one. Remember, support your local feed store. Take care.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.